What is up, good people? Jungle Inc. here, hope you're doing well. Well, Ripple has informed Judge Torres that they're ready to rock and roll. They are ready for trial anytime in the second quarter of 2024. And this is the case for Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson. They're aiding and abetting charges, and Ripple was found guilty of some illegal securities offerings. So I guess there's a case there, but even Mark Fagel has admitted this is going to be a tough one for them to win. Furthermore, there could be a lot of negative outcomes. Who's going to be called in as a witness? Are we going to get a second round at Hinman? Might even Clayton himself be called? That's pretty tough to get former SEC chairman up there on the stand, but it could happen. There's just not a lot to win there and probably a whole heck of a lot to lose. The SEC, they're losing time and leverage quickly, and their last, grasp here is trying to turbocharge and jump out ahead on this appeals case. And we have a lot of attorneys out there that are saying, if that doesn't happen, they likely drop these charges outright. Now they have to get approval of the judge to do that. Probably there's going to be no objections. Sure, Ripple's going to be fine. Just go ahead and drop those charges. Everyone agrees. It just may happen. Because again, there's a ton of risk here for the SEC. Not much likelihood that they could win. The facts, well, they didn't play well in front of Judge Torres, and I don't think they're going to do any better in front of a live jury. Now, I'll tell you this. I don't think it's so important for us, the XRP investor, to be honest. I don't think we have to clear any of these remaining issues before we hit the next growth phase within crypto, and that's what we care about. We want XRP to be able to excel unencumbered once we hit a bull run or a growth phase or whatever you want to refer to it as. XRP, for the first time, will go through one of these periods with full U.S. liquidity. People can easily just buy XRP direct from their Coinbase, their Kraken, or whatever exchange that they use. We didn't have that 2017. You couldn't just go to your Coinbase account, buy XRP. You had to buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, one of those, and transfer it over. And then this last turnaround, it was almost even worse because everyone, for the most part, all your major cryptos, they had direct fiat liquidity, and XRP was on the outside looking in. So I think we're in a great position to post solid growth once this space gets rolling again. While I want the SEC to get outright pummeled, I don't think if Brad and Chris personally have to pay penalties matters that much. Of course, it'll look bad for the SEC to have to just drop those charges, but in terms of XRP performance, I don't think it's all that vital. Sam Bankman-Fried, his lawyers are pushing for a temporary release, objecting to prosecutors' proposed deal, and they're saying that, he can't prepare properly for the case in front of him. There's just so much information to go through. He needs to be free, and he should have thought of that before he tried to tamper with witnesses. I so hope this judge spits in his face and tells him no, but we know how this world works. Sam Bankman-Fried still has a lot of money, he has a lot of powerful friends, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's granted. I sure hope that it's not, but only time will tell. Got to tell you, I'm really thankful to everyone that's following me on my new Twitter account. Link down below. As you know, mine was overtaken by sim swappers, and I still have not got it back. Link down below if you want to follow me. But it was so funny. Yesterday, I went into one of these Twitter spaces. I just wanted to chat a little crypto. And before I could even say a word, everyone was yelling, "It's a jungle imposter. Boot him out of here." And all I could say was, no, it's me. And they're like, "Yeah, right, it's you." And bam, I was booted out of the spaces. So yes, I have a new account out there. And I'm just going to try to grow that one. It's good to be back on Twitter and be able to chat with people in real time. I really missed that. Today, the IRS, the Treasury, they just proposed new tax rules. The U.S. Treasury Department and IRS Thursday proposed rules that would make it harder for crypto investors to dodge paying taxes. And from my experience, almost everyone that's investing in crypto, they don't want problems. They want to report it correctly. And unlike stocks, where you get that nice report, I think Uphold also does that. Crypto exchanges, they're not required to give you those same forms. And, report that information also, not just to the investor, but to the IRS. They want to change this. So just like your brokerage account, when you get your year-end 1099 and it shows you sold these stocks and you bought them for these prices, they want to make that the case for crypto exchanges as well. Now, in some cases, that could be quite handy because a lot of the info I get year-end when it's time to do the taxes, When people have to do it on their own, it's quite nonsense. But it is more complicated for crypto because unlike if I buy a stock on Charles Schwab, typically, unless I do some kind of rollover, I'm moving my positions over to a new brokerage, they have all the info. Crypto's different, right? We're not just buying it, leaving it there, and selling it. A lot of times we are transferring around, selling on different exchanges. So these reports aren't quite as clean, or they won't be at least, as what we get with our traditional brokerages on most cases. Now, the weird thing is they want to do this for DeFi as well, and I have no idea how this would work, but I guess if I do something on Uniswap, they're supposed to send me out a tax form. This is all about bringing this asset class into the modern era, whether it's stable coins, taxes, classification of assets, are they securities or commodities. We're going to see government work through this. It's going to happen here quickly. We're not going to like everything they do, but what can we do? Let me know what you think down below. And as always, please like, please subscribe. The revolution will be televised right here on Jungle Link.